And I'm good with that.
Don't fuck with me. I'm
backed by God, so I don't even know how to have the fear you need me to have.
Boy, if you weak ass niggas even thought of doing something to me, I light y'all bitch ass up.
I don't fuck with nobody. So when you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you.
You want to be somewhere where people are all trying to grow. And if you going behind, guess what they gonna do? Tell you, hey bro, either get right or get the hell on. You see what I'm saying? But them the type of people you need to be around because that holds you to a standard.
If you can't receive someone telling you something, and even if you don't like who's saying it, if you're focused on what they're who's saying it, then what they're saying, you're not emotionally intelligent.
That's a fact.
You're emotional.
God put me through a lot of trials and tribulations so that I wouldn't get complacent, so that I could remember who the fuck I am.
Obsessed with finding myself now and not having to prove anything to anybody other than myself.
I believe in wins and lessons. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Everything is a lesson.
You can't let nothing break you. I don't care what the situation is, my nigga. Don't let that shit break you, because it's always a way.
Stay you. Be you, be different. Don't try to follow no ways. What work for somebody else ain't gonna work for you.
Oh, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to, I'm scrubbing, better myself. Or I'm just trying to be a better person. Yeah.
Giving your best is enough. And sometimes we lose track of that. So for anybody out there, you know, you're enough.
If one door closed, another one gonna open.
I'm someone you really shouldn't put your hands on. So just make sure that this is what you want, because I'm not gonna stop, and I'm very resourceful.
Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
You're not up, you're fucking down. And if you're down, I'm here to pick you up.
I don't care what it is. If you survived it, you standing there talking about it, it's cash money.
Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Don't be blind to no situation that's in your face. If you feel like your good feeling is this, go with it.
The ship does not sink because of the water around. The ship will sink because of the water that gets in. So for me, I don't allow the water that's outside to get in my ship and sink it.
I can't help that these motherfuckers is soft.
Having purpose. I know what my purpose is. And when you're in your purpose, if anything fall on you, then it fall on you. At least you know you were where you were supposed to be.
And with that, I said, move on. Get your life together. Get your life together. Get your life together.
Not there yet. When you get there, you're gonna know when you got there. But you cannot get comfortable.
The greatest thing you could do is listen while you winning. We get that paper, motherfuckers throw the drip on, they got the money, they got all the chicks going crazy, everybody screaming their name, and they go deaf. Nothing can penetrate you.
I just tell myself it's okay to not be okay, as long as the goal is to get out that stage, get out that box, get out that space. That's how I fight with my demons.
It's another me mentally that everybody don't experience.
They ain't got no self-esteem. And then they come being mad at me because I got self-esteem. I'm confident, I'm strong. They're just gonna have to deal with it. And if they don't want to deal with me, block me.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I'm lit.
Oh, yo, it's your boy Light Buddha Mike back at it again with another TikTok live reaction. How y'all doing out there in YouTube land, y'all fam? Know what it is? While you doing that, don't forget.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet?
Mars. Only a fool would include his own death as part of a plan. Young lady.
Mars so cold, I think I'm done with ice. Birds, if I leave her, she gon' die. Well, bitch, you done with life. Okay.
Father God.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna be.
Bitch on the ride on my back like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist, is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I sent my baby to bring it right round. See ya.
Okay. Okay.
Free Rashad Jamal, they gave him 16 fucking years for waking the world up and exposing the elites. They wasn't fair. He taught a lot of spiritual things that most niggas never knew about this fucked up ass world. Like what else was he supposed to do? He united the black community, something most of y'all can't do. But people steady hating on him. What the fuck? Like I'm confused. His baby mama didn't wanna see him win, so she framed him. There was no proof, just a hearsay. They so shameful. Child molestation, they hit black leaders with the same thing to ruin our image, turn our people on us, then chain gang. How come y'all don't see this? This been happening for years. I'm tired of shit like this, that's why I'm never motherfucking scared. Free Rashad till it's backwards. He was preaching like a fucking pastor. I know he missed his family. This whole world is a fucking disaster. Talking about child molestation, bitch, what about Epstein? And that list they stole free.
You said if it's a simulation, are you sure we're in the same one together? I'm positive that we're not. Because some people are on a lower vibration and some people are on a higher simulation. You know what I'm saying? Like, all it is the mindset that they're in. You know what I'm saying? A rich person could be at a low vibration. He just making a lot of time for himself. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. We still got some Candace Owens shit. You know what I'm saying? We got a recap on. Other than that, man, got a couple videos for us. You know what I'm saying? A couple. Not a lot. A couple.
I did not realize that you can quite literally draw a direct line from Prince to Michael Jackson, to Ye, and then now to Justin Bieber and the things that they have been saying and what they are trying to do. Now, I did not grow up in a Prince household beyond a couple of his major hits, namely Raspberry Beret and When Doves Cry. So when he died on April 21st of 2016, at the very young age of 57, I did not venture to look beyond the media headlines in terms of that story. Well, I'm just learning he was constantly at war with the executives at the record labels. And I want to show you this clip of him discussing how he viewed record labels. This is from 2004. Take a listen.
Ever since my third album, I wasn't really taking large advances from the recording companies. I was recording the albums myself in my own studio. So the way I looked at it, I owned the work because I paid for it. And I did all the work. I created it, so I felt like it should belong to me. That said, the companies felt otherwise. And they would always hold this contract up and say, well, you signed it. And I say, well, I understand that. It's not like I want to leave. I just want to, you know, talk about this thing and see if we can't make it more fair. Of course, they wouldn't change, because if they change, they wouldn't really exist. If they're going to be indeed a delivery service, then that's fine. But even FedEx doesn't say that they own the thing that they ship, you know, right?
Actually, such an interesting point that I had never even thought of. Like, how did the record labels just decide they own your voice? They should be operating like FedEx. Like, we can distribute your music, but you don't own the thing that you are distributing, similar to FedEx. He also discussed very early on something that we now know to be quite intentional when we think about the MKUltra program, but just the degeneration of music over time. Like, you know, people were playing instruments, people had these nice themes that they were singing about, and suddenly there was this radical shift and music has become increasingly more raunchy and more pornographic. Well, he was early to that game, and here's what he had to say to MTV News about that degeneration. Take a listen.
What was it that you were listening to in music today that made you say, I've got to put some more stuff out there? You have to do this.
Mainly I sensed a great deal of negativity and entropy in the music. There's...
It's real talk. It's a lot of that stuff in the media. You know what I'm saying? And I like how he put it eloquently. Yeah, they did on a lot of that, man. You know what I'm saying? But he put it, FedEx doesn't own the packages they ship. Yo, Angela, Dow in the building. Kid. But yeah, FedEx don't own none of the packages they shipping. They just got insurance on the packages. So if it comes up missing, you know what I mean? Which is kind of like how the record label's supposed to do. See, now if you could go out there and produce your own shit, sell it and all that shit, distribute it, you good. You don't need them. You ain't have to have none of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they don't want you to do because they want to own you. That's what the youths do. They want to use you. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
If anything happens to me, you guys will know exactly who it is that has been making my life a living hell over the past couple of years. I want you guys to know that I was feeling so inspired by Josh Hammer's utter lack of human decency that I went ahead this week and sent around a life insurance policy of sorts, a package rather, to people that I trust, a package filled with text messages, emails, private communications, videos, and private legal documents. So people that are trying to bankrupt me and my family, that are threatening us, to sue us. Everything that Kanye said was so real, okay? I'm now at that point where you look back and you go, man, Kanye was right. He was really saying something about what it takes to leave, to fight for custody of your own soul. Just leave me alone. Let me say what I believe and you say what you believe. Fight fair. Why do you always have to make this threat to bankrupt people? And I want you to know that those people, if anything happens to me, they have my explicit permission to release it all, detonate it all, expose all of these people in politics and in the movement who behave like this behind the scenes. It's necessary. And I highly recommend every single person that is out there, that has a platform and is going through things and is scared, do the same. Send everything around to about 8 people that you trust. And I mean, I've ranged it. I sent it to journalists, text messages and screenshots to people ranging from Max Blumenthal to Andrew Tate. They won't know where it's coming from. It will be everywhere.
You best believe they're going to black it out. They'll shut it down. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't think she's flying anywhere. She probably got everything she needs. You know what I mean?
Once you get through the black pill, and I was there for a little bit where you're very depressed, when you come to and you recognize that everything has been this massive deception, you go, wow, first off, how could I have believed it for so long? What are the implications? But then I'm telling you, I took the Christ pill and I just know that in the end we win. I know that truth wins. I know that lies are fast, lies are swift, lies can be powerful, but it is no match against the truth.
It's a fact. See, we over here on the conscious shit, you know what I'm saying? None of that nonsense. But hey, we know this.
So after my recent video about Candace Owens posting text threads about Charlie Kirk's last days and the narratives, I ended up getting 100 people unsubscribed from the video within the hour, but another 100 subscribed. So I want to say thank you to the new people coming in and actually hearing me out on what I'm doing on this channel, which is searching and trying to be reasonable and not be too conspiratorial, because I have been in the past. So I'm trying to be extremely careful while also giving you guys the best information that I can find. But right now, Charlie Kirk's producer and also co-host and one of his best friends actually just confirmed that Candace Owens' text thread that she posted about Charlie Kirk leaving the Israel cause because a lot of his Jewish donors were pressuring him to not platform her or Tucker Carlson. He confirms that it is true. I'm going to play that video. And I also want to make this video about the fact that there's a lot of people, again, trying to hijack what Charlie Kirk and how he thought during his final days, right? During his last day and during his final week of life, that he actually was seeing something that he didn't like. And a lot of people want to erase the fact that that's how he was feeling and how important this topic is. Now, I'm not here to justify that Candace Owens is doing this for every good reason, because I actually don't know. I think that what she's doing is getting results and getting people now to see what is true about the text messages. But I know from me as a content creator, as somebody that has been speaking about this for a very long time, I think it is important that we do not ignore the story and make people out to be crazy, because that's what people are doing. They're saying if you start to talk about this, if you say something, then you are absolutely crazy for speaking about it. So this is Andrew Covid confirming something that a lot of people just did not want to be true, even me, because this just makes the story so much more. And it's not that I don't want it to be true. I just know that now we have a lot more work to do as far as getting people to be understanding of what exactly Charlie Kirk was doing in his final days versus what they're telling you he wasn't or was. Let's get right into it. This is Andrew Covid basically breaking down Candace Owens' text messages that a lot of people, again, said that they were fake and that she's crazy and that she's making this up. You guys let me know how you feel about this. How you feel about this? Many people, again, making the case that this should have been shared, that Candace Owens should not have to dig for this. And how did she find that she's wrong for sharing it? And there's just so much going on. But the text messages, they're true. And this is where we're at. So I understand why people feel that way. But here is the most important conversation I want to have with you. And I want to have with everybody.
That dude said a lot of nothing. But at the same time, we know that the texts are real. So if they were sending these texts back and forth, the question is, what did they say?
But Tyler says that actually he was instructed to secure the SD cards before the campus went on to lockdown. Now, here's the tweet, so I can show you that. Somebody said, rightfully, emotional manipulation and falsely equating scrutiny as some form of hate speech is not going to work here. You and Colvett admitted that the staff tampered with cameras and the most crucial video evidence in the largest political assassination in decades. Hiding makes him look guilty. And Tyler countered, dude did not tamper with anything. Yes, he did. It's a crime scene. The law enforcement officers asked them to turn them over immediately so they didn't get lost in commotion before they took everyone into lockdown. Now, that is just not true. That is not true. What Tyler is saying is not true. I spoke to that Turning Point individual, as I told you, and he never once mentioned that police officers. I explicitly asked him, why did you take the SD cards out specifically of the camera behind? And the answer that I was given was sounded more like what Andrew Colvett said. You know, I was emotional. I knew that Charlie was dead. And my instinct, he told me, was to make sure that I secured the footage so that Erica would not have to see it again. Like, he didn't want Erica to have to see it and have to relive it. That is what he said to me on the phone.
I'm sandwiched between the two generations. I'm helping to give caregiver responsibilities to my dad.
Nothing about police officer to see it again. Like, he didn't want Erica to have to see it and have to relive it. That is what he said to me on the phone. Nothing about police officers. No one's ever heard police officers ask them to secure the footage before lockdown until Tyler Boyer tweeted this weekend. I don't like it. Okay? I just don't like it. Now, to be fair, Tyler is making it clear that he is responding to all of these tweets or X's, whatever we're supposed to call them, because there have been people, he says, that have flat out accused the organization of having a hand in Charlie's murder. He doesn't share when or where exactly that happened. I think people feel you're being dishonorable by not questioning the narrative, but I haven't read anybody.
Hey, man, hey. Haven't read anybody yet. You know what I'm saying? Can we just eat ether instead? I'm ready for that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you figure out how we could get that shit to come up out of the fireplaces again, you know what I'm saying? That'd be good. I need an ether place. Heat up my house with energies. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say one more thing rather explosively. 3 people told me off record. 2 people who have this in a written communication from Charlie. One who is a Turning Point USA donor, and I would say very much one of the white knights in this. The very day before Charlie Kirk died, he expressed that he thought he was going to be killed. He told these people, I think they're going to kill me. Okay. He did not express that to me. So I'm telling you this based off the testimony of 3 people. And I'm saying this because I hope that these people who I think are good will be inspired to come forward with that. Again, those conversations I had were off record. I honor that. If I say it's off record, it stays off record. But I'm hoping that watching what I am doing and feeling the energy that is rising across the world for people who want to know what the heck happened on 9/10, that, you know,
they will be brave and they will say, yeah, Charlie did the day before he died think that he was going to be killed, and maybe tell us, who is they? Well, for once and for all, who is they? Who is the they that he thought were going to kill him? Now, to the obvious answer to federal informant Nick Fuentes' question, the reason that I waited to reveal the text messages is because I'm not a child, okay? Like I said, I have a lot more. I'm an idiot, and I have self-control, and I understand that time is always going to be on the side of truth. Time is on the side of truth. Liars know that that's the reality. Liars know that they have to speak quickly, that they have to speak repeatedly, and I wanted the world to truly understand just exactly what it is that we are up against, okay? People that I deem to be mentally and spiritually evil, okay? Evil in the true essence of the word evil. People who knowingly lied, instantly lied, repeatedly lied, and continued to do so without a trace of shame, okay? Without a trace of shame. I mean that, right? I really do mean it when I say that you have to be someone that is, or maybe rather someone that is possessed by something that is less than human, subhuman, to do that. There's no humanity in you. That is why I named Josh Hammer. I believe he is a deeply disturbed man. Think about that. Now that you have those messages, okay? Let's put this in the context. Just a few hours before I dropped that text chain, Josh Hammer was concerning himself with what he's been doing since Charlie caught the bullet in his neck. He has been spreading lies, saying that Charlie never flinched on Israel, right? Charlie never flinched. Oh my God, these people like Gibbs, they're lying. 48 hours before Josh Hammer was on that text thread. And that did not stop him from keeping up the propagandist effort when he went on a show yesterday before I dropped the messages and said this.
Charlie was a close friend of mine, as you know. We actually spoke literally the night before his tragic and untimely death. I was on a small Zoom call with him and a couple others. We were literally talking through this topic. I was giving Charlie advice for how to message on this issue on his forthcoming campus tour. He kind of jokingly mentioned to me, he was like, Josh, I'm going to mention your book, Israel and Civilization, and it's so good. And that was literally our last conversation. It's just so tragic. This letter that he wrote to the Prime Minister, Chris, I read back in June or July or so, and there were so many people in the aftermath of his horrific assassination, Candace Owens, folks like that, who were saying that, oh, Charlie was turning on Israel. He was ready to sell them out and renounce his life's work of sincere and genuine friendship with the Jewish people and the Jewish state. But this letter that he wrote to Bibi Netanyahu, Chris, literally begins. The first sentence of the letter is, I'm paraphrasing here, but it's a close paraphrase. As a Christian, one of my greatest joys in life is making friendships with the Jewish people and defending the state of Israel. That's literally the opening sentence of this letter.
Filth. Okay? Absolute filth. I don't understand it. I can't comprehend it. Whatever that is that lives in him does not live in me. There's no truth in him. Obviously, there's no truth in Josh Hammer. He could have said, well, Charlie was going through 48 hours earlier. Yeah? He refused to do that. In fact, I'm quite alarmed with what I know that there are 3 people who said that Charlie communicated 24 hours before he died, that he thought they were going to kill him. Now I find it rather alarming that Josh Hammer is similarly saying, oh, the night before. So you spoke to him the night before. Did he communicate that to you, Josh Hammer? Did he? I'm interested. I know we won't get answers from you, but let me promise you that if I get a text message to the effect that you were somehow involved in him feeling anxiety the day before, if you did something that gave him anxiety in that way, I will release it instantly. There will be no place that you can hide. Anyways, I want you guys to know that I was feeling so inspired by Josh Hammer's utter lack of human decency that I went ahead this week and sent around a life insurance policy of sorts, a package rather, to people that I trust, a package filled with text messages, emails, private communications, videos, and private legal documents. So if anything happens to me, you guys will know exactly who it is that has been making my life a living hell over the past couple of years. People that are trying to bankrupt me, trying to bankrupt me and my family. They're threatening us to sue us. Everything that Kanye said was so real. Okay. I'm now at that point where you look back and you go, man, Kanye was right. He was really saying something about what it takes to leave, to fight for custody of your own soul. Just leave me alone. Let me say what I believe and you say what you believe. Fight fair. Why do you always have to make this threat to bankrupt people? And I want you to know that those people, if anything happens to me, they have my explicit permission to release it all, detonate it all, expose all of these people in politics and in the movement who behave like this behind the scenes. It's necessary. And I highly recommend every single person that is out there, that has a platform and is going through things and scared, do the same. Send everything around to about 8 people that you trust. And I mean, I sent it to journalists, text messages and screenshots to people ranging from Max Blumenthal to Andrew Tate. They won't know where it's coming from. It will be everywhere. I want to remind you guys, in the wake of all of this, that it is so important to keep trusting our guts. We have been proven right so many times in the recent past, right? Whether we're speaking about COVID, people that had to actually take a stance before people were then suddenly government admits, oh yeah, we were lying about this, we were lying about that. We feel it all right now. The feds are lying. That is beyond obvious, which is why I was very happy to hear former Navy SEAL Rob O'Neill explain this plainly when he went on Piers Morgan's show the other day. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Me, I mean, it was off it right from the beginning for me. Do we not guard rooftops anymore? There's been assassination attempts all over the world. Why aren't we looking at rooftops? And then when I was sent the video with at the same message where they said Charlie Kirk was just shot. When I watched that horrific video, he was obviously dead before he hit the ground. But the questions immediately started to come to me. That was not an entry wound that we saw. We saw an exit wound. So where'd that bullet come from? You don't bleed like, and I've shot guys closer than the camera was. And an entry wound doesn't look like that. An exit wound does. Why did his shirt move the way it did? When I've shot people, their shirts didn't move like that. And then the initial reaction was, well, he was obviously wearing body armor and it was deflection. 1, no. He wasn't wearing body armor. And 2, it doesn't deflect like that off of body armor. Why was his shirt moving from right to left? Why were people being interviewed saying, yeah, they came from my left to right, from his right to left, immediately shut down? And then did they tear the crime scene down immediately? Just right off the bat, from seeing it, knowing he was dead, saying a lot of this is bad. Not even getting into the soliloquy of text messages that 22-year-olds don't send their trans lover. So immediately, it's just the official story sounds like it needs to be investigated. But now, the whole crime scene's gone. They paved over it. Nothing to see here.
You just have to laugh. The soliloquy of the text messages that 22-year-olds do not send their lovers. Yes, that's kind of the main point, guys. We have been working off a lot of tips, and so much more is going to be exposed. We're going to get into that more tomorrow. I do want to give you a quick update on Lance Twiggs. And like I said, we know that the feds are lying to us. The question is, why are the feds lying to us? The answer is always the same. The feds only lie to cover their own tracks. They are protecting themselves and their bosses. Who are their bosses? Who is they?
Who are they? That is the question. Follow the money, you can follow who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure it out. Yeah, but Boogie, I had made sure it was certain videos because I could play certain videos if it's sped up. Because if it's not sped up, I have to monetize. I have to like go in there and edit it. Usually take out a whole snippet. You know what I'm saying? That was like a 6-minute monologue and shit, or video and shit that was sped up, so it was probably gonna be like 12 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get that shit fast. Good thing is though, this is being recorded, so we can go back and watch it again. You know what I'm saying?
So I released a text message yesterday, dropped it on the world, and it caused, and this is putting it mildly, a lot of panic. As I said, the chatter on X was top tier. Emphasis on the tier, because there were a lot of them being shed by everyone who was discounting me. That was the vibe they were putting down, and I was getting angrier and angrier and angrier. But self-control always pays off. There were moments on X where people were, after this text message was revealed, almost like bargaining, like, please, this can't be real. They were accusing, deluding themselves into believing whatever was necessary for them not to accept the reality that I was telling the truth. Of course, I was telling the truth. Lastly, even if the text messages were real, they mean literally nothing related to Charlie's death. Speaking of paying people to shill, it's why I didn't take 1 minute, or one sentence rather, of him trying to eulogize Charlie Kirk seriously, because that right there is the real Nick Fuentes. And reality hit them pretty quickly this morning when Andrew Colvett, Turning Point's spokesperson, confirmed that the messages were in fact real.
I don't know what they were in fact, but shit, the things are real.
Funny. The funniest thing that they could possibly do right now is every time you want to talk about Israel on TikTok, use the term TikTok and see if TikTok will ban TikTok from TikTok. That's how we win. Like, if that happens, we win. Okay. We get to laugh forever that we made TikTok ban TikTok, because TikTok is actually code for Israel. The modern state of TikTok. That's what I want you guys to do, because that would just be funny. And we have to actually have fun, because it's getting so crazy. We have to actually have fun and continue to smile and laugh and to be happy warriors for truth. Because Charlie always believed in being a happy warrior. That is just a fact.
R.I.P. Charlie, man. R.I.P. Charlie. You gotta get it, man. You alright, fam? So when I'm drinking that shit, make me feel like I'm stroking out. What the fuck? What shit you drinking, nigga? You good? What?
So the Vikings were Germans. They were the Germans who settled Scandinavia. Scandinavia was kind of like the worst piece of real estate in Europe. The Vikings got stuck with this piece of real estate where you really couldn't grow a crop. So pretty much all you could do was raise cattle and go fishing. And at some point, their population had reached a threshold. And when that happened, they had no choice but to start looking for alternatives. One approach the Vikings did was they set out to start trading. And so what they would do is they would go to what is today Latvia. They would take their long ships up the Dvina River. They'd go as far inland as you could get, pretty close to the city of Rzhev. They would pull their ships out of the water, fully loaded, because they have to carry their supplies. They can't leave their supplies behind. So they would carry these fully loaded ships over land until they got to the Volga River. And then they put the ship in the Volga River and they sailed the Volga River all the way to the Caspian Sea. And they went down the Caspian Sea to the Persian coast. And they were walking around Persia going, what is all this? You have modern agriculture and modern...
So the Germans or the Vikings, Scandinavia, give them rinky-dinks.
Listen, y'all, a lot of people y'all think y'all know, you no longer know. These are not the same people that you grew up with. Understand? They vessels have been taken over. Now, one thing about it is any spirit that had the vessel, it leaves memories. So this is why they think they know you. They don't even realize that you done excelled. Your mental capacity has overdid itself. But they don't get this. They don't realize that your knowledge is more advanced now. Everything about you now is advanced. This is why it's a motherfucking insult to go against that shit now. You don't take certain shit no more.
I don't know why there's no sports for them, man. I can't help you with that one. Me, I'd probably watch it. I don't know.
Are all of us collectively, the globe, we're tired of you guys, okay? It's always about money, threats, all of this stuff. It's ridiculous. Do what we say or we'll ruin your life. We're going to call up all our friends and we'll just start writing hit pieces about you and we'll destroy you. Do what we say or we'll have you canceled. We'll have your sponsorships dropped. Do what we say or we'll make sure that you're fired. We'll put pressure so that you can't earn an income. If you're still not going to listen to us and you survive that, we're going to sue you for everything you have. You guys suck, okay? We don't care about your money. We are tired of it. This reveals who you are, not who I am. The truth should be enough. I've offered him my platform. If there is more you'd like to say, Bill, why is everything about money to you? Why do you think having money makes you a decent human being? Why are you so soulless? What is wrome with you? Do you understand that spiritually something is wrong with you? If your instinct, just so you guys know, regular people don't behave like that. I want you to know, because I don't think you recognize your own flaws. When regular people have like a little tiff, they just have a conversation, okay? So like if I have a disagreement and I say, it's not what I did, I don't say, I'm going to destroy your life, okay? I'm going to make you lose your job and I'm going to sue you, okay? That's a demonic force that lives in you. But you have to know, your money instinct is not right. It's crazy. And everyone's paying attention to it. Answer the questions and I will publish the truth.
So I need a break from her voice, seen all her clips. She reminds me of my talking sister. Damn, bro. Hey, man, but the thing is, though, she actually has a point. You know what I'm saying? She's making a point. My point is to get her point out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta make the point known. Because, like I said, this is a play we watch. You gotta watch how that shit falls. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see how the pieces fall apart, how they fall together, how it symmetrically lines up, how everybody's got a little role. You just gotta see how it rolls. You know what I'm saying?
Last week, Andrew said someone powerful called Erica and asked how much she knows. If that wasn't relevant, Andrew wouldn't have said it. What does it mean? I think she knows everything. She's his wife. What is a wife? Everything she said on stage yesterday. The world is not meant to know about Charlie Kirk. She knows about Charlie Kirk. Who was stressing him out? My husband knows everything there is to know about me. There's no question that she knows everything. She's going to speak about the rumors that Bibi Netanyahu offered him a boatload of money. I didn't say 150 million was offered because I don't know the exact amount Bibi offered him. I said 150 million dollars. I was told Bibi gave for Operation Mocking Pastor. Remember when all the pastors one weekend got up on stage and were like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens? That is what I was told. That was 150 million dollars went into that. But I definitively made the statement that Bibi Netanyahu offered Charlie Kirk a boatload of money, and he rejected it. So she will respond to that Catholics were excited, hopeful about Charlie. I don't know why that caused so much people to be upset. Like, what is wrong? Like, we are Christians. We should be, no matter what, defending one another. He obviously didn't convert, but also the nastiness towards Catholics just needs to stop, point blank. I mean, Erica Kirk was raised in a Catholic family, so that was a strange thing to have people react so crazy. I don't lie. because I always know that eventually daylight comes in and things get exposed. And so I'm excited to hear her speak about the pressure that he was under, as was alluded to by Alex Clark, to speak about whether or not he was offered more money, whether he lost money, which he did. I was told that individual was Bob Shulman, as I said last week, that took away millions of dollars from Turning Point, wanted his name taken off the building, and then changed his mind, did a 180 when Charlie died. I mean, there was more than just him, obviously, but he was getting pressure from donors. I mean, I think he said it on his show. So, yeah, that is, daylight is always the best disinfectant. Anyways, you guys, thank you for all the support. We're going to have
Yeah, they added. They is added. See, the thing about the battle of good and evil is, like you said, the war is always about the control over the flesh and blood, but it's not the flesh and blood that is at war, it's the mind. You know what I'm saying? Once they find out that they can't control your mind, they'll try to shut you down any way possible. You know what I'm saying? AMP, any means possible. That's an amp. They putting charges on you. You know what I'm saying?
According to an FBI whistleblower, roughly 1,000 FBI agents have been placed on 24-hour shifts and directed to go through the Epstein files and flag any mention of Trump's name. This comes just one day after Trump requested the grand jury transcripts related to the Epstein case be unsealed, meaning that if anything is released, it will likely be scrubbed of any mention of Trump. Democratic Senator Whip Durbin is demanding an explanation from top Trump officials, asking a key question: what happens to the records mentioning President Trump once they're flagged? Durbin is also pressing for answers on the altered video footage released from the jail where Epstein was held, stating that the footage was altered according to the metadata in the video, and asking officials to describe in detail all the modifications made to the surveillance footage that was released earlier this month.
We're getting somewhere now, man. We're getting somewhere. Now we know that they're trying to scrub his name. They blacked out everything, shut down every plane. Hopefully not every plane, because Jen got to work. You know what I'm saying? But they try to shut down everything, and then who needing this paperwork? Come on now.
want to be a glorified slave. Culture will always be upstream from politics. Whoever can control culture can control politics. Like you getting political, you talking about 2024, you being open to different ideas, different conversations, you wearing a MAGA hat. You broke the internet.
Yeah. He said, ye good for things and manifesting. Yeah. Yeah, don't forget to like the video, y'all. We had 11 people watching. 8 people liked it. I need them more, than 3 other people. I helped them out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I tell myself this every day, so I'm telling this to y'all. Whatever you're going through right now, if it ain't rough, it ain't us. Adversity builds character. Mistakes make us great. It don't matter how many times somebody see you fail. It don't matter, as long as they never see you quit.
You forget, you got to please your star player, the motherfucker that's in the mirror looking at you every goddamn day. That need to be the motherfucker you concerned about. Nigga, how are you doing today, nigga? Fuck what they talking about. You better say some shit in 2008 to motivate your motherfucking self. Cause if you a real motherfucker, they hate you with every fucking thing they got. They can't stand it. They hate what you look like, what you're wearing, what you're driving, what you talk about, what you think about. They fucking hate it, and you gonna have to understand that's the way it is.
That's just the way it is. And things never change.
Are we gonna stop and realize over the climate of 2025, Kanye West got a lot of stuff right? We just called him crazy. Like he even got crypto right. That's bro, it's blowing my mind.
See, that's what happens, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? His brother is saying that he touched him as a kid. Yeah, it's probably because his brother wanted money from Cat, and Cat's like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You got 2 feet and a heartbeat, nigga. Why didn't you do nothing, man? You know what I'm saying? And his brother probably was smoking crack, so can't really help his brother out at that point because his brother done made his decision. So now he's trying to get some more crack right. His brother out there in the streets like he's ill right now, man. That's how it looks.
That what we should be looking for are 2 people that had weapons that day. Somebody that was in the audience, somebody that was elsewhere with a rifle. Now, infamous goth girls who are not goth at all and they're just wearing black, they say that they heard 2 shots. They never made it to Fox News. They never made it to the mainstream media, but they too also said that they heard 2 shots. Take a listen.
You see where that came from? It was right here, wasn't it?
It was like over here.
Yeah.
What can I say, guys? I think it's pretty obvious that our instincts about this have been correct from the very beginning. We probably need to be now looking for a shooter that was in the audience and to the left.
Need to get somebody down there on there, analyze that footage, get us the information we need. You dig? Can you dig it? All right. Let's get it.
Oh, you told on this? None of these was my friends, and I'm taking care of everybody. Now, when you sign up for the streets, when you sign up for that, you sign up for loyalty. You sign up for yo, if I respect you, you're gonna respect me, right?
Yeah.
If I disrespect you, you're gonna respect me?
Hell no.
So what am I so condemned for? Why am I so hated? Why? Cause it's like he too real, bro. We can't let that in. We rather be riders and follow. Look at why you think people like Gunna so much more than Young Thug? You know what I mean? Cause Gunna won't tell you he a street. He'll rap that street shit, but just keep it civilianized. It's getting to an era in 2025. People like, yo, bro, we just want good music. I hope you wanted just good music in 2020 when I drop Gooba, cause y'all gonna tell me Gooba's dirt. I ratted, I put out Gooba, it was good music. It was like, nah, but you ratted. But I thought y'all wanted good. Now is, oh, but if you rat, you gotta make good music.
But that was the narrative, right?
But and then now they moved it to, oh, you gotta have good music.
But
Nigga,
that's what I'm
stop
saying.
making music.
Really
Y'all
think about
niggas
it.
is picking and choosing.
Yeah. But if you really think about it, that's the narrative, and that's one of the questions that I had to ask you, right? Like when you go to how this all began in music, it was like, okay, well, 6ix9ine started rap culture in hip hop, so it's like you were the first person that was picked on for it. And then all of a sudden, now we see what's happening, and now they're, as you've stated many times online, they're picking favorites, they're picking sides, and they're politicking.
So that's what I want to say too. People forget. Look, no.
Look, hey Angela, I'm gonna be honest with you. That nigga a leprechaun. You know what I'm saying? I don't even question him no more. You know what I'm saying? That nigga a leprechaun. That nigga probably came up out of a rainbow somewhere, you know what I'm saying? He hopped up out of his mama's ass in fruit and colors, you know what I'm saying?
Also, a lot of artists, spellcasters, they understand frequency. Why do you think J. Cole was able to talk his album into selling? You heard what he said. You didn't even just repeat what he said on the record. This shit, he say, I ain't do no promo, still made all that noise. This shit gonna be different. I set my intentions.
That's the magic right there. When he said that, he spellcasted that. You know what I'm saying? This shit gonna be different. I set my intentions. Whatever you set your intent on, thus it shall be. You know what I'm saying? So when you hearing that record, you know what I'm saying, from J. Cole, and you're not aware of frequency and sound and the impact it has on you metaphysically, you like, it's just a song I like. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It makes you feel a certain way. Why? Why does it make you feel so like that? Don't pay attention to what they just saying. Pay attention to how the music, the sounds, the instruments, it's the witchcraft. Right? It's the instruments. You know what I'm saying? It's the instruments. It's a vibe. You get what I'm saying? It's a vibe. You feel me? Like when you listen to certain songs, it's frequency. It's all frequency based. It's frequency based. Certain sounds, certain instruments are going to make you feel a certain way. They're going to lower your vibration or increase your vibration. Y'all with me? So, understand this. Understand that you are the magician. Right? And if you don't know that you're the magician, then somebody else is going to be the magician of your show. And that's what they've been doing. They've been being the magicians of our shows as carbonated beings. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking to all the guys, the demigods, the extraterrestrials, the human beings. I'm talking about the hierarchy. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about the global elite, the people that run everything. You know what I'm saying? These are your draconian reptilians. They have been using ancient witchcraft against us, family technology. These holidays, like a Thanksgiving, right? This is a very, if y'all want to say demonic, right? Because actually demonic is not a bad thing. That's something else they flipped and made bad, because you have 7.
Man, they didn't go more into that, man. It was getting good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't celebrate no holiday. It's not even my birthday. If I do celebrate it, I'm not having everybody celebrate it by singing at me. I don't want no witchcraft spell on me, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm like Prince, you know what I'm saying? I don't celebrate that shit because I don't want to get old. And I've been looking good. You know what I'm saying? For the last 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Feel like I ain't actually a day. Motherfucker hit that 28. I ain't changed. You know what I'm saying?
You know, of everybody in the United States, anybody you want, if you could pull up their text messages, anybody you want, if you could see anything they've ever typed into that Google search box, right? Joe, what is the worst thing you've ever typed into that search box? That lasts forever, right? And they have a record of that. They can get that from Google. And so this was the whole thing. How do we correct for that? So when you have somebody who wants to inform the public of something, and we'll get into the proper channels arguments later, but you can't go through the institution to get these corrected because the institution knows it's wrong and is doing it anyway, right? That's the whole origin of the program, is they want to do something that they're not allowed to do. What do you do? Right. And so I didn't want to say I'm the president of secrets. I didn't want to just put this stuff on the internet, and I could have. I'm a technologist, right? I worked with the journalists, and then to create an adversarial step, right? Someone who would argue against what I believed, and hopefully what the journalists believed once they consulted the documents and basically authenticated them. Can we get the government to play that role, right? And so before the journalists published any story, and this is a controversial thing, people still criticize me for this, actually. They say I was too accommodated in government. They could be right. Is that the journalists would go to the government and give them warning. Say, we're about to run this story about this secret program that says you did X, Y, and Z bad thing. One, is that right? And the government will always go, oh, no comment, right? Two, is this going to cause harm? Is anybody going to get hurt? Is this program effective? Is there something we don't understand, right? Is there something Snowden doesn't understand? Does this guy just not get it, right? Are these documents fake? Whatever you want. Say we shouldn't run this story. And in every case, I'm aware of that process was followed. And that's why, right? Because there's a lot of people out there who don't like me, who criticize me, who go, this was unsafe, this caused harm to people or whatever. We're in 2019 now. I came forward, and these stories won the Pulitzer Prize for Public Service Journalism, starting way back in June of 2013. We've had 6 years to show bodies. We've had 6 years to show harm. And you know, as well as I do, the government's happy to leak things when it's in their interest. Nobody has been hurt as a result of these disclosures because everyone who was involved in them was so careful. We wanted to maximize the public benefit while mitigating the potential risks. And I think we did a pretty good job of it. But just to get back to the main thing, the original thing that got us off on that trail, when I came forward in June of 2013, I gave one interview to the people who were in the room with the documents, Laura Poitras, Glenn Greenwald, Ewan McCaskill. And I said who I was. I said why I was doing this. I said what this was about, why it matters, and that we were constructing a system of turnkey tyranny. And even if you trust that to Obama, you never know whose hand is going to be on that key next. And all they have to do is turn it. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. The only thing that's restraining these programs really is policy, more so than law. And the president at any time can sign a napkin and those policies change. Well, after that, I went 6 months without giving any interviews because I didn't want people to talk about me. I wanted them to talk about what actually mattered. And the government, of course, was trying very hard to change the conversation, as they always do, to be about who is this guy? What have they done, right? What's wrong with them? What are their problems? Who is this loony guy? So they can controversialize the source of a story rather than having to confront the story itself. That's why I said I really kind of appreciate your take on the media and everything like that, because when you don't tell your story, other people will tell it for you. They'll say so many things about you, and they'll have these misimpressions, like I did, because of something as stupid as the avatar that you were using on Twitter, right? Where I think it's a certain kind of show with a certain kind of guy, and it's this crazy stuff. But when I actually listen to you, when I actually look at the facts, right, and when I hear you just speak, I go, actually, this is a thoughtful guy. Actually, this is somebody who does care, who does want to look at these things deeply. And appearances and our first impressions can be very misleading.
I work hard on that. I try to mislead people. It's good. Works to my advantage.
You're doing a good job, man.
Thank you.
You say you remember when he hosted Fear Factory. Next thing you know, he was bald and hosting conspiracy shows. It's because the motherfuckers that fucking... Damn, man, they fucked that dude up. They fucked that dude up. He looked like Joey off of motherfucking, what you call it? He had the whole fucking head full of hair. Probably did the same shit they did to Isaac. You know what I'm saying? Brainwiped that nigga. But what up, though, Isaac? Right, we grew up on Monday switching Fear Factor as a family. He was funny as fuck, you know. Hell yeah. The next thing you know, that nigga went bald, just like Angela said. That nigga was over there hosting Ripley's Believe It or Not or some shit. What was it? What was he doing? But I think he was doing Ripley's Believe It or Not. I'm not sure. Or Guinness Book or some shit. I can't remember. Just remember some shit.
And then Macron says to him, Mr. President, do you know Candace Owens? And I say, yes, of course I know Candace Owens. What's going on? And then the president says to me, you must be a very powerful person, Candace. We're talking about the president of France taking me aside to talk about your podcast. And then continues his narrative, and he tells me that Emmanuel Macron is requesting to his face that I stop speaking about his wife. And one of the things Trump said is like, he tells me, she's old and this is really, really impacting her. And I'm listening. And he's, in one of his Trump monologues, he's very funny. And then he said, I saw her, Candace, I saw her up close and she looks like a woman to me. She looks like a woman to me. I had dinner with her at the top of the Eiffel Tower. And I explained to him that she has had this amazing doctor who specializes in transgenderism surgeries or feminization procedures. I'm talking to the President of the United States about this, guys. This is crazy. This is wacky. But I'm just giving it as good as I get. I'm just trying to get him to understand the truth. And then I explained to him why I don't feel so great about this request, because that's the more important part. Like, you are requesting that I really, and despite your reasoning, which is very sound, that I stop telling the truth. And I said to Trump, and I will be honest, that at that moment I realized that one day this is going to go into my autobiography. And so I got to say something funny. And I said to him, you know, respectfully, Mr. President, it's not my fault that he married someone with a penis.
I mean, she's not wrong. She is not wrong. You know what I mean? Can't fault her for that. Can't fault her for that. And you know what? I'm pretty sure Trump looked into it right after that, you know? Said, no, she didn't.
And then Macron says to him, Mr. President, do you know Candace Owens? And I say,
oh, yes, she did.
Nigga, don't ask me, well, I haven't got a Rolls Royce. You have to stop. Y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh?
See, I gotta keep this one. This one's for like the guests when they keep over talking me and shit, you know what I'm saying? Switching to different subjects, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Your job is not your life. It is just a job. I shall explain the reasons. Number one, your company is not your family. Companies exist primarily for profit and are not responsible for your personal well-being. Number two, your colleagues are not your friends. Keep in mind that people have their own interests and motivations. Number three, if something bad happens to you, your company can easily replace you. Number four, stop believing corporate propaganda, which is designed to brainwash and enslave you to a job. Number five, come to your workplace.
That was a good point to stop on. Because I always thought, when I worked at a plastic factory and they were advocating for stopping cancer and shit, fighting cancer, I'm like, well, just eat. You know what I'm saying? Electric foods. I mean, like, anything that has any form of, like, life force in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that hard. You could grow the shit. He said, I was locking down that one. Yeah. Hey, Trilla, you still in the building? Gotta check every now and then, you know what I mean? See who's all here. Let's see. So I got 6 people commenting, but only 3 people in the chat that I see. That's me, Angela, and Isaac. Where everybody else go? Boogie, you still here, bro? Somewhere in here. All right, we gonna keep moving though.
Let me tell you something. Not only will they persecute you, they'll lie on you. They'll fabricate lies. They'll imprison you and create cases around you. The same way they tried to defame the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and then they tried to defame Malcolm X, and then they even tried to defame Dr. Martin Luther King by some secretary. That's what they'll do. They'll imprison you, and then they'll create lies to turn your own people against you. They'll persecute you after right the same thing. The same way I'm talking to you, they're going to come after me eventually. Believe it. They're going to say, that man is too dangerous. I don't like him. Let's make some lies up on him. Let's turn his people against him. Let's imprison him. And if we can, let's kill him because his people won't help him anyway. And they'll try it. And I'll be at the mercy of the devil because people say, well, won't Allah step in and help you? And I say, did he step in and help John the Baptist? And the answer would be no. He will not intervene at that point. You understand?
The government of America knows that whenever a people have been oppressed and suppressed and denied basic rights, freedom, justice, and equality, which are the essentials of life, they know that the longer we are deprived, the greater will be the leader that comes to answer that deprivation. So they were watching to see who that leader was. They were looking for the Messiah, just like Pharaoh was looking for the birth of a deliverer, and just like Herod was looking for the Messiah. They heard Malachi York. They heard a brilliant black brother. They saw him building a small nation here in Georgia. Is he the Messiah? Trumped up charges. Break up his movement. Put brother in jail. Watch for the leader who is gaining strength, popularity, power, influence. Then if you can bring him into court, fine. If you can't find a way to trump up charges, find a way to kill him. Find a way to kill him.
Several acres. The highlight of the compound are these Egyptian pyramids that sit at the center. We've seen authorities going in and out of those two pyramids as well. Some of the Nuwaubian Nation remain on the grounds. Authorities, SWAT teams and officers are sitting next to them as they sit on the ground over here near the shade. They have sat there for the whole hour and a half that we have been on scene, being watched by those FBI agents you see at the top of your screen. Authorities have also, in the last half hour or so, lined this compound with squad cars. Local authorities are also on the scene. As we pan out here, every few feet, there is what appears to us to be Putnam County Sheriff's officers with squad cars just lining the area. Highway 142 is shut down. They have brought in lights. The authority, the FBI, has to flood this compound with lights, as it appears they're going to be serving these warrants for quite some time.
It began in the Baldwin County Mall, shopping mall in open daylight, with them knocking out the windows of a car with the butts of their guns, dragging 3 females as well as myself out on the floor into the glass in the streets. You follow? Yeah, they attempted to arrest us. Nothing on that arrest warrant, to my knowledge, ever referred to me as a dangerous person, never referred to me as an armed person or armed and extremely dangerous, which would have caused for such an overuse of force in the presence of a Sheriff Massey from Baldwin County who stood right there and watched all this abuse.
See, that's what they'll do to me. I mean, if we do what we do, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but I got some of those zip ties and stuff for the cars and shit, Tristan. So, you know what I'm saying? Isaac, yo, let me switch this. It's laid out for a different thing, you know? You know?
There we go. What's up, everybody?
I'm going to make it a little bigger. That's a little weird for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm like foggy today. I think my camera is I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's weird. Okay. Oh well.
Well, it's probably because of the background too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It looks. Yeah, I don't know. I won't bother with it.
Whatever happened to putting Kevin the Cube back up, bro? What happened to that?
I know. I have a spot to hang it. Let me see. It might show, but then I have to have a tapestry because it would just be a garage. That's why I like this tapestry on it. I know the quality's not great, but it's like kind of.
You should get like a. You ever played Sonic and Knuckles?
Yeah.
Or you ever put it on Sonic Adventures 2? I think it was like the attached one, or you could attach it to it.
I don't think I'm thinking on the Sega or something.
Yeah, Sega.
Oh, I don't remember that one. No, I don't remember attaching something. No, I remember you with Tails. You could grab people, right?
No, I'm talking about for the cartridge. It attaches to a different cartridge.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I have not heard of that tech. No.
No. All right. There was a level. You been to the mushroom level, dude? Like Knuckles, where you bounce on mushrooms?
I'm sure I remember it, but it's been so long.
You need to get one of those tapestries, dude.
Yeah. I have that Mushroom Village. It's somewhere.
Yeah, that's what it is, Mushroom Village.
I don't know what happened to it. I took it down one day because it's like, I gotta move everything. my tapestry was right here. Now my desk's right. But dude, I went to the farmer's market after I won. And like, dude, it's a big old bag, freaking apes, albino penis envy. And he's like, these are stronger, bro. He's like, this is the strongest shit I've ever had. I'm like, okay, bet. He's like, I'd take one little piece to test it.
Oh yeah, you're vibing.
No, I haven't. No, he said if you do, only take a small
piece.
So
test it. Yeah.
I'm having a few drinks and then I'm going to. So I loosen up.
Hell yeah. What's
so,
drinking?
That's how I do. Some people would say it's a bad thing, like you're not supposed to mix them, but I'm like, I don't know, I've done it for so long, I feel like I can handle it.
What you drinking on though?
Oh, I just picked up some seltzers again.
You ain't tried the St. Ives yet?
Some what?
St. Ives.
Is it a beer?
Something like that. It's like an apple cider.
Oh, I think you might have told me about it. I saw some guy in line with cider today, and I thought about getting some, and I should have. I got 2 cases of seltzers that, and they only come in 12 packs. They don't sell in bulk because like they already sell out so fast. Why would they sell in bulk for cheaper?
That's the thing. Those things are like wine coolers. You remember what those used to be?
Yeah, those like
come in glass bottles. Yeah, those are the good ones.
Those are
same
good,
thing.
2%, or it's like they're like 2-3%.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it supposed to do with that? Not even cough syrup, less.
Not worried about getting diabetes.
No, they're good and refreshing, and if you don't drink, they'll actually give you a buzz. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Now, if you smoking, bro, that buzz is like intensified.
Yeah, it is. I picked up a $10 gram of some sugar crystals at the farmer's market. I'm like, how much are these? Those are 10 tonight. Tonight, or whatever does that mean? What are they usually? I didn't say that, but I'm like, what is it? I just said, okay, and I handed him $10. I walked out.
Well, if it's like distillate or diamonds, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're diamond with like sugar, but it's a little bit like yellow, green, almost clear. But I could show you, but it's no brands on it. I don't know if you want me to show it though.
I'm in a legal state. I don't give a fuck.
I don't need to risk it.
You're in a legal state. I'm in a legal state.
Yeah, that's up to you then. And my camera's pretty bad.
Plus, I have auto edit, so AI helps me.
Grab it then, yeah.
Go ahead.
So like he puts his own little jars together and like has his own brand. It's called Highly Medicated or some shit. But it's not like a legit brand.
You might have to take off the. Oh no, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, I won't show the label, but I mean it's like a homemade sticker, so it's not real.
It's like
brand.
Sugar wax.
Yeah, it is. It's like diamonds and sauce put together, apparently. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just catching up. I don't want to. I'll just keep diving into random shit. We could.
So he's drinking.
To make our minds bend or something.
Blanc or beer, and liquor.
Ooh.
What's liquor beer? What the fuck is?
Oh, I think he just is a typo, probably.
What's Blicker beer
Unless it's not.
and liquor? He acting French. He got bougie with it. He said Boilermakers. Oh, motherfucking gut rot. That's what that is.
The stuff study is never done. Listen, it say, if you want to know the ways of the world, study yourself. And when you're done with that, you come back to ask, what should I study now? I'm going to reply yourself. Right? Noble Drew Ali said that. And he started the Muslims in America. Right? And I got to really let you know this. One thing that the Muslim religion are true. Noble Drew Ali, right? And you gotta think, he made something called a Circle 7, and he actually broke the Quran down to Ebonics. And it was actually, he took the whole Quran and he broke it down to a pamphlet about this, right? And he brought it back over here in his mind, and then he wrote it when he got over here because he couldn't transfer it from over there to over there because it was illegal. Right? So they got over here, and then they made something called the Moore Science Temple, and they did it in St. Louis. And they had some members called Noble Drew Ali and all them, and that's who started it. And they had a member in St. Louis, what's that name? He was the Bays, the Eels and the Bays. They gonna put it in the comments, but the Eels and the Bays, they was killing everything.
So where Elijah Muhammad? He didn't start the
Elijah Muhammad in a spaceship. That's a different. Listen, the Muslims are different sects. I was telling my mom, listen, you got the Sunni Muslim.
You know why?
No, listen, again, you got the Sunni Muslim, right? Then you got the Nation of Islam. Nation of Islam, they the one with the bean pies and shit, right? They the one that say that God in the spaceship. And listen, God is really in the spaceship because when God came down, it was so many different gods. But God they worship is in a spaceship. That's true. A lot of people don't know, right? So everybody God is true, but the God is not the divine, it's not the creator, it's not the only, it's not the source, right? So why would you praise a God when you can go straight to the source? And the only way you can get to the source is within.
Hey, Boogie, what do you think a Boilermaker is? It's beer or alcohol dipped in beer. You know what I'm saying? It's like the key to like getting fucked up like a white guy. You know what I'm saying? That's white boy wasted.
Okay, yeah, I didn't. Now I know what you mean. In Mexico, they would add like, oh, $1 more US, one shot of tequila at your beer. Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, bet. Sometimes
that's white boy wasted, bro. Because you ain't supposed to mix none of that.
No,
at all.
You get way more twisted.
At all. You was not supposed to mix none of that. Sugar and beer is not a good combination.
But yeah, it starts cooking.
You need sugar. You need oil and beer. Oil and beer. So that shit just runs straight through you.
They're not peppers. They do like the michelada. They
use the Lucas salts.
Your salt's pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. Like lemon flavored salt.
On the last video, the study is never done. Listen, it's
yeah.
No, the last video they said something about the spaceship and the what? I missed. Like I couldn't fully understand it. Who believes that?
They're Moors, but it's just not the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just true because when I went into a coma, I went to a spaceship and it was a house, and then I woke back up in my body. I went out of my body first, and then I was in the spaceship. It was weird.
Nice.
So it just made me think. Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, One Piece has so much in common with what's going on in the world today. If people would sit down and watch 1,146 episodes.
I want that on a terabyte hard drive for when I'm like 50.
You would learn so much, though. It's like reading the Bible, bro. No lie. For real, it's like reading the Bible.
I understand that. That's why I watch anime sometimes.
Yeah, because they tell you the book. It's in books. It's parable. Everything is a parable. You know what I'm saying? Like something is from something. You know what I mean? Like the Sanskrit came from Egypt,
Yeah.
or what was before Egypt, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure.
And we gotta remember, man, humankind has not been around that long. You know what I'm saying? It's like we were created. It says so on the walls. You know what I'm saying? Unless we painted them walls, it says so on the walls. I don't know if we even built that shit. Pretty sure something related to us did it. But whatever it was, we just probably like 1/8 of whatever they were. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in size and stature, but yeah. You said that's gotta be your final boss version of you in the background.
Yeah. Kind of. I think you're onto something.
Isaac's gone super Saiyan God mode and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That background with AI, I was like, it was supposed to be incarnation of me in different lives, and so the orbs are like different lives I've lived. Once I was like light only. This is like a chick, I guess, but I mean it's not. It's just a portrayment of my brain script.
Well, the light's coming from inside of the chick, right?
Yeah, like the womb. Oh yeah, so I could be pregnant in her.
See? Now you building. Now you building.
That oh man, okay, that's really cool to see. There's like 5 more orbs, but you can't see them in this cut.
Well, the orb in your hand on the right side where you are. See how it's coming straight from the blue light to the right side, or like here. I want to see where's my screen at. It's coming
To the
from
right
this.
of his right or right of where we're
You
looking?
see this one where I'm tracing it? This line right here?
Yeah.
That one, mid by his hand, he's grabbing onto something. That might be your egg. You know what I'm saying?
And it separates the splits.
Yeah,
But it's AI.
and
I don't want to get my AI reading on. I might get freaked out.
Hey man, it might be telling you a lot more than you know. Huh?
Yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just a little freaky.
Pictures worth 1,000 words. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And this is a good picture. Look, watch it. And this is what I'm telling you, man. There's more lands out there. They just don't want us to go. That
was my question. Is
that's
that what
the
they were
Marines keeping us from going outside of the wall. That's why they have a red line. The red line is the line we ain't allowed to cross.
And it's not a good feeling as a human to be like, oh, you can't go somewhere.
No, because once you know that you're caged in and you're a prisoner, then you gotta think. If you're caged and you're in a prison, there ain't supposed to be paradise in prison at all. You know what I'm saying? But the mind is what they trying to cage. See,
whoa.
When you free your mind, the rest will follow.
I don't know. Is that also could be true that a higher civilization is waiting for us to be a better thing?
A better version of what we are going into? Yes. Yes. Or we could say it like this. In order for our civilization to progress, we have to do better. Because we keep thinking something's coming to save us. We should be saving ourselves.
Yeah, we could be the thing itself. Yeah, people are like looking to the sky, but God's like, yo, I live within you.
Well, the thing is this. Like, you have to help yourself because no one else will. In a world where they're putting everybody against each other, you're programmed from school to sit at a desk, not look over at his homework, not even talk, you know what I'm saying, unless you're on recess. You know what I'm saying? You can talk in between work, but you can't talk while you're doing work.
Yeah.
Train. You know what I'm saying?
And it's competitive too.
Yeah, because they
So
want you to
that's
compete
the
against
definition.
each other. That way you don't compete against them.
Yeah.
Because once
That's why a
you
lot of
figure
people
out who
take
them
anyway.
is, yeah.
Because
Like I
they're
said,
competition in
yeah,
the system.
and that's the thing. See, in life, there are competition. In the system, they put us against each other.
Yeah, I've always tried to be my own competition. Like, oh, I can get better than I used to be.
Yep.
But I will be competitive, like, for fun. But when it comes to being competitive in, like, with, like, that aggression or ego or feeling, like, I never really had it unless maybe as a very young kid when I first learned about sports or something. But, like,
I only had that with like brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. You had to fight it out sometimes.
So you had sisters. How many brothers you have?
I just grew up with two sisters, middle child. I'm like a flower.
Oh, so you were the golden child then. That's what we call it.
No, sometimes the middle child's overlooked because it's not the youngest and it's not like the oldest golden one. Like for me, I
No,
was
but
kind of like
the thing was you were the only boy.
amount of clothes, like they didn't care. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but this is what I was saying. You were the
That
only
kind of-
boy. You're
Yeah, I
the
don't even care.
lineage.
I
Like the people that was giving all their emotions and attention to somebody else's people that's gonna be creating like their people. You know what I'm saying? They were supposed to be focusing on you so you could create their people.
Yeah, I told my dad that once. Like, damn, it's kind of trippy to think that like we're like the last Swigard. I don't even know. I just said I doxed myself. Anyways, that like that I would have to have a kid for that name to pretty much be passed on. It really tripped me out. Like it really kind of. I was like, fuck. But and then I have to get married and shit. So.
And that's the thing. Like people gotta remember. Well, you don't technically. But people gotta remember that. Like the kids have to have equal focus. You know what I'm saying? If you don't show the same attention to them, and you're not gonna be the same parent to them,
Yeah.
then why even? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It reciprocated a little bit into like I don't know if that's the right word, but it kind of like it also was in this situation where my both sisters got like college tours, went out of town, like what college you want to go to. For me, it was like I'm gonna go to the local college and like maybe stay at home. They never really like pulled me aside. I was like, yo, like I don't know, and I did pretty good in everything I did. It was pretty cool, but that was just reality. Everyone has to probably do that shit.
I'm gonna say like this: I wasn't book smart. I was street smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we grew up in a chaotic environment, if you will. We were moving around constantly.
Oh yeah.
Always in and out of trouble. Like he said, I was secretly scared to get married. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you, bro. You don't want nobody to take half of what you got because of what they feel. Like, bitch, this ain't what you're supposed to be going off of. We don't give a fuck about what you feel. What's the fact? What's the fact?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you creating the problem?
And it's also what makes me wonder, like, what did they turn marriage into legally and lawfully? It used to be something different. Now it's like on paper. There's this. You can.
Well, you gotta remember what it used to be was like indentured servitude and shit. Like you're getting a contract. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
there was a more pure version of it, maybe anciently. I'm thinking.
Yeah, anciently it was between you and God, motherfucker. If somebody was coming against you and God, you'd get to strike them down with either the rod or a fucking fist. Either way, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Hey man, you touched my girl. What? I didn't touch nobody. The fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? You want to go fisty cup with me?
I'm
Okay.
like, "King, that's my girl, anyways."
I'm
No.
taking your bitch. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Wow. Just
I
because
have
she
two back
looked
now.
at me. Just because she looked at me. I didn't look at her. She looked at me. And you said I touched her. Nah, man. She touched
She
you.
telepathically owned me. No.
It's like, I didn't care. I didn't feel it.
Yeah.
Hey, Boogie, you're a trip, bro. He said, I feel like we're putting God in our business, Angela. It's crazy. I had to stop showing that. I only showed it one more time.
Nothing wrong with being broke, homie. It's only wrong with someone being poor, because poor is a mindset. Broke is just a temporary situation that you could fix. But being poor, that's a mind state that most can't change.
That's a fact, too, man.
I'm gonna choke it up real quick.
Hey, man, bring the laptop with you, bro.
No, it's right out. It's like to the left.
Get you a new battery.
I could no. I think I'd be in the dark. You wouldn't be able to see me hit it outside.
No, I'm talking about get you a new battery for your laptop.
No, I could do that. It's not the battery.
I thought that's what was fucked up.
No, it starts to lag if it's not plugged in because it doesn't have enough processing power.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it still wouldn't do it. It needed like a generator. The battery bank wouldn't do it. It would like still lag. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I
Yo, son. It's Colombo. They're coming to get me up. This is the second time I've seen something like this. I swear to God it is. I swear it is. That's them. Look how they moving around and shit. They talking to us. I swear to God. We coming, peace. Yo, look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look how slow they moving. It's almost over, y'all. Y'all see this shit right here on live in the fucking sky. And here go motherfucking.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Basically, we love each other, but we ain't all the way right yet. And I don't want God to kick my ass. But you got a good thing about kicking your own ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how I was feeling, Angela. So you have to make you a cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of sugar water never hurt nobody.
We've got some breaking news coming out of the state of Tennessee. Multiple people killed after a powerful blast ripped through a military explosives manufacturing plant in the state. Here's what we know. Local officials say that some fatalities, at least 13 people missing in the blast. Take a look at the aftermath. You see the widespread destruction here. The explosion happened at a company named Accurate Energetic Systems. It is in a rural city about 100 kilometers outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Some residents within 20 minutes of the manufacturer saying they felt their homes shake and heard the explosions. Again, some people are still unaccounted for after the blast. We do believe that there have been fatalities as well. We don't know how many, but we will keep our eye on that story coming out of Tennessee.
All right. And he's back. Did you pop one yet?
No, I was gonna wait like 20, 30 more minutes.
Are you gonna be like, man, I want to play some COD?
Yeah, I was gonna for sure ask to play. Because I'm gambling right now though. I'm like $15 in the back. In between.
Hey, I was checking to see if that was real or not. I'm glad you just verified that for me, Angela. I don't know how to read that. I'm high.
Y'all remember this video? Nah. Hold on, wait a minute now. Y'all know the border's been open for how many years? And how many people done got through those borders? But this is not the only thing. Y'all got to think about it. A lot of sleeper cells got through too. Y'all remember when Ryan, on the Ryan show, when Sarah was on the Ryan show and she was speaking about the Al-Qaeda and how many of them that they train and they send them off to get through the U.S. and they just stay here for a living? Then y'all remember the lady that was in the Denver airport, and when she said something bigger is coming to the U.S., bigger than 9/11, then y'all remember the protesting that's going on, the protests, the riots, all that's going on, right? Then the Israel and Iran situation with the back and forth missiles. That's a little recap. But y'all just let that sink in. Y'all just let that sink in. And TikTok, this is for entertainment purpose only. I'm only on here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes only. And besides, this is information for a new movie that's coming out at the end of July. Share, like, comment, and repost. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Ciao, ciao.
I don't like that cackle. Damn it, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking evil. But yeah, man. I noticed this, and this I noticed. Only this, because I noticed. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how you could just use that word for like a while and have a good sentence. You know what I'm saying? But my little brother brought up a little something that I know it's not like racist or prejudiced or like that, but we know that there was two kinds of brown people coming up out of Mexico when they were letting people cross the borders. You know what I'm saying? Well, one was the Punjabis, aka Arabs. You know what I'm saying? And the other one was just the Mexicans. So when that dude came from across the border talking about, oh, you don't know who I am, but you will soon, and they showed him, dude was on TikTok everywhere, bro. Everywhere. This dude was talking big shit. And then when we did the research on this dude was Al Qaeda. So what happened is they let in another potential 9/11, but this time it would be an actual person instead of our CIA operative trained, what we would call ISIS members. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who trained them was America. Now that you know that they were trained by Americans, now you know that they were potentially just American terrorists.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't hear about the guy, or I didn't hear about any. Like, did he do anything, or did he get in trouble? What happened? Or did he just disappear?
Well, the thing is this, all that happened within like the last couple months of Biden. You know what I'm saying? And we're still in the first year of Trump. Well, second term, first year. You feel me? So They ain't looking for none of those dudes. They only going after Mexicans.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. And we know that a lot of these guys have the jobs over here, but they don't have the paperwork to be here.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's because Kamala Harris is part Punjab. You know what I'm saying?
How much does it cost to like live? Like, if you say you want to move here, you have to buy what if they
The
call that?
citizenship costs at least like $3,000.
That's
and
it.
you have to you have to perform. They have you do these things. You have to come to every meeting. Can't miss one. They schedule them all, and you're gonna be doing this shit for at least 3 years.
That's what I was thinking.
It could go up to 15. Depends.
But I don't know, because I went to another country in like Asia, and on the wall it showed it. It was damn near 20,000 US. But maybe it's different there.
Yeah, it's different there. Over there, 20,000 US, you could live like a fucking emperor.
Yeah, true.
You have your own fucking off-site fucking facility and shit. You know what I'm saying? Your own ranch.
Yeah, it was on an island. I guess that's why. Maybe smaller population. You can't like have hella people live there.
And you won't be getting too much mail.
Yeah.
I would say like this, dude. Anywhere on the face of this map is probably a good place. As long as there's other people there. You know what I'm saying? Because if there's nobody else there, obviously it's not a good place to be. Because otherwise somebody will be there. You know what I'm saying?
Like wild animals, you're gonna be surviving like off the land.
Like Galapagos Island, there's a reason why we're not allowed there. Because life forms over there are a little bit bigger than they would be over here. Yeah. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention
it's stories from a veteran in Vietnam that's talked about the beasts there. That said it like I asked him and he kind of like stayed quiet, but like he gave me this look. Like I don't know, because I read about it on Coast to Coast or heard about it on Coast to Coast, and I met one with the hat on. I asked him, and he was like, he almost confirmed it by the way he looked at me, like, but he didn't say anything. I think now I'm trying to remember correctly, because now I'm thinking he told me, but I think it was the body language.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about the Vietnam like beasts that like were in the jungle. They weren't just fighting the
yeah, it was like the Predator, dude. They showed us
something
the
like
movie.
that. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, exactly. I heard it on Coast to Coast.
No, that's how it is. That's why they make movies of the shit. They have to show us. They have to show us. And the thing is, this dude, like, they're sworn to secrecy. So, say all of these people who are making these movies are talking to these people that are sworn to secrecy.
And there's like ideas, like, oh, it's just an idea, but it's really.
Yo, DJ. Yeah.
I got you. All right.
Yeah. So, in confidence, they don't use the dudes who they said gave them the idea. You feel me? But those dudes are already paid because, oh, you gave me this idea. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you live comfortable.
And they probably want the word to get out.
Yeah, no, they have to have the word get out. Otherwise, the magic doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's just like
also,
the base.
I'm thinking on the good side, though.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Because then when you said magic, it made me kind of go negative, but I guess it could be positive too.
Well, yeah. The thing is this: if it didn't get out, and we found out about it, and we didn't know about it, oh, hell's gonna break loose. All hell. Now, if they showed us some shit about it, and then we found out about it, we're gonna be like, oh, yeah, we already knew.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. Remember how there was a meeting where Trump was like talking.
Yep,
and
he said if you tell them enough lies and shit, they'll just believe them.
That too, but he was saying one. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% sure it was him that's saying this. I watched it. he was like, I think America is ready for a disclosure like UFOs. I think they'll be ready for that.
Oh yeah, he's been said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. I'm like, dude, he's probably right. Like, oh, there's an alien race. Big deal. Okay, I'm an alien myself.
Yeah, his first term, he was supposed to do that, but I don't know what happened.
This is crazy. A former Bush official claims that the United States spent $21 trillion building a secret underground city. Her name is Catherine Austin Fitts, and she formerly served as Bush's Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. He says that the United States government built this in secret in case of a near extinction event for the rich and powerful. She claims that this isn't just some underground tunnel, but that this is a massive underground city across the United States with over 170 bases. She even says some are under the ocean and that they are all connected with transportation. She started researching this in 2020 and says that on her website, missingmoney.com, you can go and look at the actual government financials and make a decision whether or not this is true for yourself. Now, there have been theories about this for decades. So are we finally getting the proof? As always, let me know what you think about all of this.
I think it's true.
This is crazy.
Just given that the deep underground military base information that we do obtain and have obtained and see in movies is a similarity. You know what I'm saying? We are ant people. So it's only natural that the Anunnaki are underneath us. You know what I'm saying?
That's where my mind was going. Where I was like, that's kind of natural. Like when they were talking about, I was like, it's kind of natural, like that we would do that eventually.
Yeah, because as above, so below. So think of it like this. Technically, we're in heaven. Okay? And everybody below us is in hell. Yeah? Yeah. So they don't see the light like we see the light. There is the ethereal light. You feel me? That's why they get the black, green sun.
Yeah.
But us, we get the white, right? Because the shit switched with the yellow one, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I hate having another bubble next to somebody else's shit, man. Fucking orbs be going in and out of fucking firmament willy-nilly like shit be fucking pissing us off. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, look, it's not supposed to be 80 degrees in motherfucking October. Okay?
Oh, no? Well, sometimes it'll still spike a couple times. I think at least in the last 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, like usually it's snowing around the end of October. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for you, yeah, makes sense. Over here, it's pretty natural weather so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't spray over here. I looked at a map where they spray. It's like mostly the East Coast. Like it's almost a dead line, half center on the right, where they do most of the cloud seeding is on the East Coast.
Yeah, see, and I'm Midwest, and I ain't seen no cloud seeding in like the last couple of days.
Yeah.
At all. No planes. No, what it is I think they do it down, like upwind. I mean, I don't know why I said down, because we're downwind from what they're trying to spray. You know what I'm saying? So all the storms hit us that way. You know what I'm saying? So you would never see what they're going to spray on you. You would only see what they're spraying on them.
Yeah.
So say like this, if you see them chemtrailing above you, just know that the next couple of days or the next day, I'm gonna get fucked over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we do. They still, like, I'm surprised. I saw the map. It looks like we don't have it, but that we have it.
Yeah. And because you guys gotta remember,
there's if you go in the country, it's just you can't even fathom the amount of almonds, oranges,
yeah, they have to seed the water. Yeah, and this is what you have to remember
and
too,
the water
man.
table underneath the ground.
Yeah, the fans, aka windmills, are directing the air.
Mm-hmm.
Their flow currents they control.
Yeah, and we have them. They come out of the valley of San Francisco.
Yeah, they come up. They're in Illinois too. You know, we got solar farms and wind farms. You know what I'm saying? And there was a time where they were just putting a whole shitload of wind farms. A whole shitload.
When they make the storm, they're harvesting electricity too.
No, they're directing the storm.
I know, but also if the storm came, then they would spin hella fast and make hella energy. So they'd be getting paid even by maybe.
I think those were powered by the solar farms.
Oh, maybe. Because I don't know if I think they could be free flowing, but then once the wind grabs it, it makes a flow and then starts to change the direction of the flow.
Yeah.
So they could generate energy.
Well, I
I'm
think
thinking
it
they wanna
is
waste
too. Is they're using Tesla shit and they're using it to like 0 point energy generate, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who
And then
knows
they
what they got.
turn it off when they want to direct it certain areas and when they don't want it to move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can
But
see it using some high tech.
That's mega mind working over here, so you don't have to worry about it. We're just talking about a script. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Thank you, YouTube.
They're now diagnosing Theo Von as mentally ill because he shared this sentiment.
It feels to me like it's a genocide. Just children, women, people, body parts, just people like putting their kids back together. And I just can't believe that we're watching that and that more isn't said about it. It's just like been making me really sick, and I feel like I just needed to say something.
I can empathize with him because I felt that pressure last year. I remember distinctly what it was that made me feel like I had to say something, and it was the sound of a mother screaming after her daughter was killed. And I remember her holding the lifeless body and the rubble, and I had to say something. And it cost me, actually, in retrospect, literally nothing.
But at the time, it felt like
it felt like it cost me everything,
right.
And I realized it cost me nothing.
ولادك ايش؟
ماتوا.
ماتوا؟ في الحرب يعني.
Damn shame, man. Damn shame. Hey, but the thing is this too. If we don't know about it, it don't affect us. When they say ignorance is bliss, it's not a lie. It's the thing is this, dude, with the omission of certain like evidence or events, you wouldn't really know what's going on in the world today. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit happens everywhere, and people don't even know who's who. You know what I'm saying? Or who's directing it? Whose money's putting the ammunition in these guns? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows who's putting the foots on these grounds. Like, we gotta figure out who the fuck these people are, and then why not have the discussions we need with them? And if not, dude, we need to take away their power, because obviously something ain't working, and they got some kind of agreement with nobody that they have some form of power, which they don't. Like, we all created equal, man. It's the people who have the power. People, not person. People. It's like it's majority says over one. DJ said, "What if none of the shit they show us isn't real?" Oh yeah. If anything they show us isn't real, then you got, well, I already thought that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That's why I watch other people's news, because I would rather get international news than motherfucking our news, because they're just gonna tell us the same shit. It's like when you're watching the Truman Show. You're the main character, so everybody's gonna placate to you and tell you what, you know what I'm saying, you want to hear and shit, or shit that you're normalized to. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna know what you like, what you don't like, and if you smart about it, you'll notice that there's a certain pattern that's going on in your shit. You don't change your pattern, they're not gonna have they're not gonna have to change theirs, because they know your routine. You have a routine. why you don't get complacent with routines unless it's for means of gain. You know what I'm saying? But at the same sense, you gotta change up everything. It's just not have stuff to, you know what I'm saying, depend on that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Like me, I play video games. That shit, it could get me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I stream it. You know what I'm saying? I go out, wash windows. That shit could get me somewhere. Put money in my pocket. Put right on the table. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, I'm good. Isaac likes to gamble. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna get them famous, but it make them rich.
It comes and goes. It's like a flow.
When you playing with $1, man, it's all right.
Nah, yeah. Today was 10, so not
Hey,
terrible.
10 turned into what? 300? What?
Nah, 2.
2? Nice.
Yeah. Not bad. I could have kept going, but I was like, yeah, I don't want to risk it. This is too far.
I gotta put these yellow glasses on. These ones are
Because one day, like, technically, if I get to 2, then if I up the same thing and do the same process, then I'd be at like a PC or 2. That like that's my goal one day.
Hey, that's how it's supposed to be, man. You gotta upgrade every day.
Yeah, but it's too
I already
risky.
told you that's my goal. I'm trying to get to a PC.
Yeah. Hey, if
I want a
win
PC.
I'm sponsoring you anyways.
I want a PC with 3 monitors and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. No, I want 2 monitors. Maybe 2 monitors good enough.
No, because I'm gonna have one of them going straight up and down. So when I'm reading chat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, or like if you want to like watch something in the background, maybe 3 is a good idea. If it's powerful enough, you can do all that shit.
Dude, look, I got 4 monitors looking at me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You were used to.
Yeah, I'm used to it. 3 is enough.
Yeah.
So I gotta text with one, check chat with one, make sure I'm getting a viewer with the other one, and then I'm talking to the other one. You know what I'm saying? It's like they all have a purpose.
Yeah, I had 2, and that was already like I felt like I had so much room to work with. So I mean, the more you got,
I got a tablet, a phone, a TV, and with a Fire Stick attached to it, so I can watch YouTube, and my PlayStation 5, so I can game and watch YouTube.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
And we got 7 minutes, well, 6 minutes, 6.5. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Gotta make it.
One area of conversation that I haven't said much about, but I want you to know we are still working on it, are the 2 planes that day, right? One of them being the plane that people have recognized is military. That's tail number N1098L. So this plane left from Texas, went over to Utah right about the time that Charlie got assassinated. It dipped real low. It seemed like who knows what this plane was being sent there for, but the fact that this plane had been used in the military rightfully alerted people to the fact that they may have had some knowledge. This plane may have had some knowledge of what was going to occur. But one thing I want to clarify for you is that plane was being contracted. You guys noticed that it was owned by LaSalle Aviation LLC. We are awaiting more information, but I just wanted to let you know that you recognize that. It is strange. It did happen. There's no question. I've been saying from the beginning, this was a military operation. It's very obvious. The more you peel back the onion, it is very obvious that this was a military operation. So it's fitting that you would have a plane that the military certainly uses. Who would contract that sort of plane? Now, this would be a very easy question for Kash Patel to answer. Hey, Kash Patel, most transparent ever, except when it comes to Epstein. What's up with this plane? Certainly, you have knowledge of who contracted this plane. The answer, if you're being transparent, is going to be like, oh, just a coincidence. You know, just a coincidence.
I mean, it's not a coincidence. Can't be. Something's happening. Memory cards move. people jumping over shit, covering up whatnot. 2 shooters, different angles, all for the Star Spangles. Huh? That's fucked up. America, we love you.
Yeah, like what I heard was trippy. I would never think of military operation.
Well, you gotta understand, it's always gonna be some kind of merc. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mercenaries.
Yeah, I don't know if I should say the word. Sorry.
So the thing about it is like, soldiers of fortune who only look for pay, we have a lot at home and PTSD as they wait. Feel me? They ain't taking shrooms and smoking weed. They taking lives.
Dear God.
And counting cheese. You know what I'm saying? They probably do have a dog like some John Wick shit. But hey, we're gonna say that one for another day. Y'all know what it is? Man, appreciate y'all for coming out here and, you know what I'm saying, checking up on you. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Love it. Views, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Donations. Keeping the stream alive. You know what I'm saying? The stream alive. But hey, deuces.
Friends are some of the fakest people you ever have in your life. Because friends will never allow you to just be yourself. Oh man, nigga, you sound like you're getting weak. Oh man, you sound like you get. They ain't gonna let you say, man, I'm hurt right now, homie. I feel like hurt. They gonna go tell somebody, man, nigga talking about killing himself. So friends don't check on nobody. Family go check on your family. Because friends have to fake with one another. Friends have to be fake in order for us to be real friends. I can't tell you, nigga, you wrong when you wrong.
I felt that. My bad. That shit hit me. That shit hit me, man. That shit touched me on another level.
Homie, friends don't let each other be who they really want to be, my nigga. I got to be who you want me to be so we can remain friends. If I tell you I don't like this, I don't want to kick that nigga, I don't want to rob that nigga, and we from the same hood, but we friends. I can't go against my friend because my friend gonna quit me. So if I'm really your friend, I can tell you no. I can tell you I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Say, homie, I'm on the phone with my girl. Can you cut this down? And you don't say, oh, man, nigga caking on the phone. My friend understand this is my girl. So when he heard me talking to my girl, he cut the music down. Without shaming me. Friends wake up every day to shame one another. Why do you want me to believe when you call me, homie, and we Jones and high side? What friends do with each other. But man, my family ain't gonna do this. So I build a family away from a family, nigga.
We had a saying where we would be like, peace, be safe. But then we heard Nipsey say, stay dangerous. And I never understood it. But then when I finally understood it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stay dangerous. Because when you are, you're aware. If you're part of the danger, you can see the danger around you as well. You have to stay dangerous. Because if we're not, we're going to get caught unaware. And then we're just a pawn being used. When you carry yourself like a king, you will be.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.